Hi and welcome to GeoCave. My name is Asha, I'm a geologist and I live in Norway. On this channel I will focus on new articles in the field of geology or geophysics, old articles which has significant value for how we view the earth, or my rock collection. So if you find this interesting, subscribe, like and comment, and hit that notification bell so you will get notified every time I post a new video. Today we're going to take a ride into the field of paleomagnetism. We'll talk about diamagnetic, paramagnetic and ferromagnetic minerals. We'll talk about what a domain is and what the susceptibility tells us, what a hysteresis curve is, and lastly something a little about remanent magnetism. Paleomagnetism has shown us how the tectonic plates actually move. And today there's an even bigger discussion in paleomagnetism, but I will talk more about that in the end of the video. So grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and let's see what's in the cave today. Paleomagnetism is based on minerals' ability, or some minerals' ability, to store the magnetic field they are crystallized in. All minerals react to a magnetic field, and we categorize them as diamagnetic, paramagnetic or ferromagnetic minerals. Diamagnetic minerals will repel the magnetic field. They have a very negative value for susceptibility, and they do not have any magnetic properties as soon as the magnetic field is removed. Paramagnetic minerals don't have magnetic properties either when the magnetic field is removed, but they have a attraction to the magnetic field and a very low positive value for susceptibility. Ferromagnetic minerals are magic. Magnetite, which is one of the most important minerals in my eyes, has made it possible for us to travel around the world. It has pointed us towards the stars, and now it's pointing to the center of the earth. I won't say anything before the end of the video, but let's see. And but ferromagnetic minerals has a strong attraction to the magnetic field. They have a high positive value for the susceptibility, and they have a magnetic property after the magnetic field is removed. Ferromagnetic mineral grains can have different kind of domains. A single domain grain will have one positive and one negative pole. It will be like a miniature dipole. And multi-domain grains will have many dipoles inside of it. So it's actually not very useful in paleomagnetism. And lastly, we have the middle guy, which is pseudo-single domains. This one is one of the most common grains when it's not multi-domain, and it's what is used in most cases to analyze remanent magnetism. susceptibility, or the magnetic constant, is defined as the magnetization divided by the magnetic field. It is a way of describing a mineral's response to the magnetic field. When they do a susceptibility analysis, they get a diagram like this. And the diagram shows on the y-axis the susceptibility, and on the x-axis the temperature in Kelvin. Every ferromagnetic mineral have a temperature where it loses its magnetic properties. This is called the Cuvier temperature, and it's kind of like the signature of each mineral. So it shows which kind of mineral, ferromagnetic mineral it is. So let's just put a picture up of the hysteresis curve right away. And this shows that when you put a sample of a rock in a machine and you flip the magnetic field back and forth, you get a result like this. So the y-axis is the magnetic flux density, and the x-axis is the magnetic field. The p-value shows the maximum value for how much a rock can be magnetized. But the r value shows, for example, on the diagram, which is the most interesting, shows the value of the magnetization left when the field is gone. So there's two things you can get out of the hysteresis curve. The one thing is you can get out of which kind of domain the grain in the rock is. And the other thing is the remanent magnetism. I won't tell you how you find this, but you can ponder about it. I've given you some hints. So what is remanent magnetism? It's actually just another word for paleomagnetism. So it's what we defined in the start. It's a mineral's ability to store the magnetic field which it was crystallized in. So circle of life. A remanent magnetism is actually a vector, so you can get the intensity or you can get the direction of the magnetic field from this value. You do this with remanent magnetism techniques, and remanent magnetism, there's three groups in remanent magnetisms, main groups at least. You have detrital remanent magnetism, you have chemical remanent magnetism, and you have thermal remanent magnetism. But this is a topic for another video, so we'll talk about more about that maybe later. So last time I promised you a new article, and I didn't keep it. But next time it's going to be an article by Tarduno from 2007, which is called Geomagnetic Field Strength 3.2 billion years ago, recorded, sorry, I had to check there, recorded by a single silicate mineral crystal. And so this is it. This is what paleomagnetist is wondering about, whether or not they can figure out when the, I will tell a bit, when the inner core was nucleated. And so get ready. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and hit that notification bell so you will know when I post my next video. So have a rocky day.